Happy Friday! I hope for those of you who have had various weather this week that you have enjoyed it, gotten some rest, and perhaps are getting back to the swing of things. This is a video announcement to talk you through week 8, March 2nd through the 6th, which is now available. We will be exploring multi-genre and multimodal composition further this week. Our objectives are to recognize different definitions of effective written English, to recognize and develop personal philosophies for contemporary composition, research theory, and pedagogy, and develop personal philosophies for assessing multimodal and multi-genre writing. We will be not really introducing new reading this week as a common reading. Instead, we're going to revisit some of Jody Shipka's work. So you might find it useful to kind of skim back through from February 2nd, the week of February 2nd, the introduction to multimodality and communicative practice. But more importantly, I want you to spend some time looking back over the Remediate This website, which some of you maybe have been looking at through the weeks to get ideas for your multimodal musing responses, those of you who have been doing that. You also are moving forward with some reading with your group. There's a check-in survey. It's been a few weeks, so I'd like to check back in with you, and there's a few new questions, so pay attention to that, and please be sure that you submit that by March 5th. You have your regular weekly musing, yep, that is right, sorry, weekly musing 7. And the instructions are just the same as they have been, but again, just a reminder to review those down below. We have 2 modules this week, the instructions for reading and posting, and then the practice assessment, which is the same practice assessment as last week. It's just that it's not due until March 4th, so it bled over into this week, so that is reposted for you. The new module work is a 3-part video workshop walking you through ideas of definitions of literacy in the 21st century, more explanation and exploration of multimodality and multi-genre, adding that into the mix and thinking about assessing, and then using some time to practice creating these compositions as we get prepared for how we might do our inquiry project multimodal write-up. You are asked to begin assigning your writing assignment design. You now have feedback from me on that. And for some of you, you're working through connecting with others in the class to be your student or your participant in the writing assignment design assignment. So please work forward on that, and you should be beginning with that before Sunday, March 8th. And then just to let you know, on the horizon, Gardner-Webb Spring Break begins the week of March 9th through the 13th. We don't have any reading or weekly musings that week, and that is so you can focus solely on your major projects. I will post a weekly content folder as usual, but it'll be a little different than what you're used to. We have been given the final schedule for the presentation, so be sure you've got your dates, due dates recorded. And this is just a look at the rubric that I will be using. I added that into the language explaining and preparing you for the presentation portion of your inquiry project, and you'll be receiving more instruction on that in the coming weeks. Here are the links to the modules, and with the videos, part 3 does require a blog post, and the link is within that video. Please pay attention to the links of the videos. You can anticipate all 3 if you worked through them completely and didn't take a pause or a break or anything and did all the activities at once. Probably looking at 2, closer to 3 hours to get everything done. So I encourage you to take breaks, maybe break it up into hour segments or so. As always, please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.